Yo, 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 what's up, everybody? It's your boy, the Ghetographer, aka Pastor Tech, coming back at you with this little video talking about the DJI Action 6. Now, I do not have it because right now I don't have no money to get it. But my question is, do you think I should get the Action 5 or the Action 6, or should I get the Action Nano? Okay, so as you see, I have the Action 4 and I have the Action 2. Now, I know I don't really need the Nano because I really do like this. I'm not going to say I like it better than Nano because I've never used the Nano, but I like this type of modular setup the way they have it here. So I do like this. I do have the Action 4, which is I'm not going to say God tier, but it is a good, good action cam. Plus, I am right now on the Insta Ace Pro. So, and I do have the Go, but I didn't take that out. So I'm thinking, should I just go ahead and get the Nano, go ahead and get the 5, or should I get the DJI Action 6? Because I think it just dropped today. So let me show you, give you some of the what is it called, the details of the Action 6. So then we'll figure this out together. So let me find out. Okay, now there we go. Okay, now the DJI Action 6 has a 1.1 inch square sensor, new larger sensor that enable more creative flexibility. It supports high resolutions, still photos that can record 4K at 120 frames per second on video, and also in a 4:3 aspect ratio. Or they have a new ability where you can just do the video in square. But you have to put it in that square mode. And so then also with a new feature it has as well is that you can take that square and you can make it TikTok viewable. You can make it larger viewable. So any kind of social media that you put your videos on, you can cater that video as long as you have it in that select that feature, that square feature, to any type of social media that you want. So that one video you can put on all the social media, it'll fit all the social media, which I think that's a great thing as well. It has a variable aperture. The camera now features a mechanical iris with a variable aperture from I think that's f 2.0 to f 4.0, allowing for better low light performance and control over depth of field. It has an auto mode. The auto mode automatically adjusts the aperture for optimal results in various lighting conditions. It has fixed mode, which offers an option like a fixed 2.8 or a 4.0 starburst mode for specific effects. It also has 4K mode. This mode records the full 4K mode. This mode records the full square sensor, giving you the flexibility to crop videos into horizontal, vertical, or square formats during post-production without reshooting. So that's what I was talking about, that special feature that everybody's talking about. And I did watch a couple of videos just to see what they were talking about. Also, it comes with improved low light and performance. This combination of a large sensor and variable aperture allows for clear low light footage. It has also a super night mode. A new mode captures the detailed 4K 60 video in a very dark condition. It also has advanced creative tools, which is 10-bit D-Log M, which you do that and allows you to basically, it's a flat profile, but it gives you all the data you need. So when you color you use a LUT or you color your footage, then you can get a better color. You can get it looks better for better color grading. And it has this one thing we're going to talk about. It has 2x lossless zoom. It enables a 2x lossless zoom with limitations depending on the shooting mode. So basically, this 2x large zoom is that you can basically, film something that you can punch in 2x and you don't lose. You're supposed to not be, You're not supposed to be able to lose or you're supposed to have. No, it says you're not supposed to lose any of the details. So I don't know, guys. I think it's right now it's going for also $363. I think, give or take. I might be wrong on that, but when I looked up, I think it was $363 and some odd cents, which is not a lot of money. If you look at the Ace Pro, the Ace Pro 2, you're looking at just for the starter kit about $400 and some odd dollars. So it's really cheaper than the Ace Pro. So I'm thinking about going with the Action 6, guys. But what do you think? Should I get the Action 6, the Action 5, or the Action Nano? Now, do I really need a Nano? No, because I do have the Action 2 now. Is the Nano better than the Action 2? Yes, it is. Is the Action 6 better than the Action 4? Yes, it is. But, money is a tight thing nowadays. So what do you think? Should I go ahead and get the Action 6, or should I just get the Action 5, or should I just go ahead and get the Nano? You tell me. And which one do you think you're going to get if you're going to get any of them? Because I'm not going to get mine until probably just before Christmas or just after Christmas, because I got to save up the money. Well, guys, that's my thought on the Action 6. I think it's it's really good. I think it's going to be a great device, but is it going to fit my lifestyle? And it's going to be something I'm really going to need. Could I just do what I'm going to do with the Action 5 or the Nano, or just go ahead and scrap both of those and get the best thing on the market, which is the Action 6? Help me decide, guys. What do you think I should get, or what would you get? You have a good day. Do me a favor. Please like, share, and subscribe. And hit the notification bell so you can be notified anytime I drop a new video. You have a good day. Peace.